Hello, good morning, happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great start to your weekend. I wanted to come on here quick and share a little bit of some updates as well as looking forward and just some tips and tricks. If you have any questions for Aubrey or myself, please leave them in the comments below and we will circle back around and get those answered for you. If you need to talk to your coach one-on-one, we are available, so please just reach out. The last thing we want you to do is to be silent. And so if you have any questions or concerns or any issues, please either post them in the group, or if it's a private matter, feel free to message your coach on the side and we will get those questions answered for you. We are here for you. That is why we're here, to guide you through this program, to help you feel your best, healthiest, strongest, most confident self. So in these next 6 weeks, we will be guiding you through each component of the program. We will basically be teaching you each step and then solidifying this as a lifestyle. We have a VIP membership program that you will be moving to next after the 6 weeks. It is optional. We always highly recommend it because it literally is where the magic happens. It's where you solidify this program as a lifestyle, and that is what we want for you, is lifetime health and not just a quick overnight quick fix diet. So we are passionate about this program. We have both been in the VIP membership coaching, co-coaching for almost, or actually over 5 years now, and we love it, and we are passionate about sharing this health and this program with you. So we are almost through our first week. This first week is generally the hardest. You might be experiencing detox symptoms as you guys are flooding your systems with whole food nutrition and kind of getting rid of the yucky processed stuff that we eat. And so this first week you might be feeling headaches, you might be feeling sluggish, you might be feeling irritable and almost like flu-like symptoms a little bit, and that's normal. That's, again, the toxins leaving your body. So we just highly recommend hydrating through that. Stick with the course, continue to eat whole food nutrition, and it will get better, I promise. Another tip is electrolyte water. Aubrey and myself, our favorite is LMNT. It is electrolyte water, and it's delicious. It's salty/sweet. Watermelon is both of our favorites, and we both drink one of these a day. And so this really helps with headaches, detox symptoms. It's also fasting friendly, so that helps a lot in the mornings to kind of get you through your fast. Starts your day out right. I recently started drinking one of these before I drink my coffee, and that has been a game changer for me. Coffee is okay, black coffee. You can add nut pods. Stevia sweetener is the only sweetener that we recommend. And so I do have my coffee, but I drink LMNT first. So anyway, but the coffee is okay during your fasting period. Water, sparkling water, LMNT. So, with the LMNT, Aubrey and I both have a link to share, and if you order through our links, you can get a free sample pack with any purchase. So you can even buy a sample pack and get a sample pack free. So I will post those links on this video. So just use your coach's link. All right, so first of all, plug into this group for accountability. The worst thing you can do is to struggle alone and to have questions or get overwhelmed and just kind of retreat within yourself. We really, really want you to, one, reach out to your coach, or the other, you can reach out to either one of us. We're both here for you guys. And we are happy to hop on a call to work through anything that you're going through. If it's not a sensitive matter, post it in the group, because chances are someone else has that same question, and we're learning and growing together. So posting for accountability is huge, and then posting your questions and really making this group a community. Again, please don't get overwhelmed and suffer alone. Please reach out. That's why we're here. We want to help and assist you, but we don't know what your questions are until you reach out and ask us. So if you haven't already, fill out the macro form. Aubrey and myself will be getting back to you within this week if you filled that out. And that just helps us get the right numbers, the right goals for you and your body and your goals. So make sure you fill out the macro form. This week we've been focusing on intermittent fasting. I kind of touched on what you can drink and eat, or not eat, drink during your fasting window. No more than 50 calories, no more than 1 gram of sugar or 1 gram of fiber. And that will keep you in your fasted state. We aim for a 16-8, so fasting 16 hours, and then eating within an 8-hour window. That can be flexible, based on different events or whatever. If you wake up one morning and it can be a million different things that could have you feeling not great. If you didn't sleep good, or if you are close to your cycle, or whatever. If you are just feeling like, I am not going to be a nice person if I don't eat, or I'm feeling ravenous, or I feel yuck, like, it is okay to break your fast early. You do not have to be a hero and push through. There's still days, 5 years in, where Aubrey and I are like, you know what? Today's not my day. I'm gonna start my period. I didn't sleep good and I just wanna eat my arm off. Break your fast early. That's okay. It is okay. So generally speaking, 16-8. But again, that can be flexible. Sometimes I have a late dinner and that's okay. I'm not gonna not eat because of my fast. So this is something that we want you to implement as a lifestyle change, and because it's a lifestyle change, it's got to fit into your lifestyle. So there is some flexibility, there's some wiggle room. So when I say these things, these components to the program, know that there is a wiggle room, and we want there to be the flexibility so that you can continue doing this as a lifestyle. So this week, intermittent fasting, we're starting to track our macros. We're adding in workouts. Our workouts are strategically placed with our eating cycle so that we are going to be burning fat, gaining lean muscle tissue, and protecting our hormones. So we are working smarter, not harder, and it all works together. Trust the process. If you find that the workouts are easy, lift heavier, get your steps in. So make sure that along with the workouts, you're getting steps in, but don't feel like you need to double down on workouts. Aubrey and myself, we do the Fast Away workouts. That's it. We do not add any other workouts to our days. We get our steps in. I'm on a walking pad because I live in Indiana and winters are hard to get outside to get a walk in. So anyway, next week we will be talking about carb cycling, which is essentially Monday, Tuesdays low carb, where you're going to keep your carbs 50 grams of net carbs. You will see on your app, the macro calculator, you will see carbs, protein, fat. You will also see fiber. Fiber is not a macronutrient. It is simply there so that it can show you how much fiber you're getting in, mostly for your low carb days, because net carbs is your carbs minus your fiber intake. So your app will calculate that for you. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, you will notice that on your carbs will be 50 grams unless you're a male, unless you're breastfeeding, unless you're pregnant. Then it'll be 100 net grams. But 50 net grams of carbs, you'll see the fiber, it'll subtract automatically from your carbs so that you're aiming to get 50 grams of net carbs. Fats are gonna be high on low carb days. We're gonna basically make up for the calories lost with carbs with fats. And then protein is gonna remain the same throughout the week. So you will see that in your app. It automatically shows you which days, but I don't want you to get hung up on that fiber number, thinking it's a macronutrient and going, I need to, yes, we need to be focusing on getting fiber in, but it's mostly there for low carb days to calculate your net carbs. So don't get hung up on that as a macronutrient. It's not. So, that's low carb days. The rest of the days are regular macro days, which are simply regular protein. It'll be higher carbs, and then, protein stays the same, and fats will be lower on those regular macro days. Again, our workouts are paired with the days of the carb cycle. So Mondays and Tuesdays will be HIIT workouts paired with low carb days, and then we'll do 3 strength training days with our regular macro days, and then 2 rest days. On your rest days, you can choose to rest. We encourage you to either do the active recovery workout in the app, which is like 15 minutes. It's like stretching or yoga or just kind of calm. It's not a workout. It's kind of, active recovery. You can go for a walk. You can cycle. You can swim. You can nap. We really encourage you to take those rest days seriously. Don't be a hero. Don't try to push through and work out 7 days a week. Your body needs those days to rest. Trust me, they need those days to rest. I am taking an active recovery day today. I'm getting my steps in, but I'm not going to work out. So another tip is preloading or front loading your macros. So as you guys are learning, macronutrients and tracking, the night before or the morning of that day, start plugging in what you're gonna eat. So let's say you have your dinner planned, but that's it. Plug your dinner in for that night and see what it does to your macros so that you can kind of work backwards. You can say, okay, well, I'm gonna have this for lunch. So what snacks do I need to plug in to get me to my numbers? Instead of getting to the end of your day and then putting everything in and going, oh my goodness, my numbers are all over the place. Because as you're learning what foods are like, got some sneaky fats in them, or, are really not that high in protein. And so, at the end of the day, there's not much you can do to change that. But if you preload your macros, you'll be able to see, what that is. So there's different ways to track your macros. You can, there's a QR or like a scanner. So if it's a packaged, whatever, you can scan the barcode and it'll automatically put it into your app. You can manually add it. You can pull right from the Faster Way meal plan. You can have them suggest a meal and plug it in. So there's all sorts of ways to track it. So just start playing around with that. Real quick, a tip is, or not a tip, but just, a warning there. When you open the food portion and the nutrition portion of your app, at the beginning of the week, it will ask you, do you want to populate the Faster Way meal plan into your macro guide? If you are going to follow the meal plan to a T all week, then click yes. If not, click no. Sometimes I have clients who accidentally click yes and it populates and they go into their app and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't eat anything, but there's all these foods in here that are already tracked and I have no macros left. So just be aware of that. It'll prompt you at the beginning of the week if you want to just auto-populate the whole meal plan into your days, but you don't have to. Traveling, vacations, we want you to have the freedom to enjoy yourself, but we also want you to stay on track with your goals. So, picking some non-negotiables when you're out of town. Am I gonna stay active? Am I going to keep my fast? Am I gonna not really worry about my macros until I get back? Am I just gonna track protein? So just kind of pick your non-negotiables. Don't throw in the towel, but don't feel like you have to be as strict as possible when you're, out of town and making memories. So good snacks to have on hand are beef jerky, RX bars, Go Macro bars, gluten-free granola. The granola, be aware of the ingredients in granola. There's a lot of sugar in it, so find a brand that has less sugar, is the most natural and gluten-free. Chomps, they have like turkey, chicken, beef sticks, trail mix, dried fruit, sometimes just having those snacks like with you at all times, and you know it's time to break your fast and you're out, breaking it with like a little snack will help take the edge off until you can get, you know, home to make a meal or whatever. So let's see, front loading your macros. So when you're the hungriest is going to be, you know, at the end of your fast, when you break your fast. So front load it with 30 to 40 grams of protein. And then that's going to, you know, be a big chunk of your protein, so you're not feeling like at the end of your fasting or your eating window, you have to like shove your face. So, and let's see, I think that's about it. Also, we don't want you to stuff yourself. So at the beginning, you guys are probably not used to eating this much, and at the end of your eating window, you might be just stuffed. Don't stuff yourself. It's okay. Your body will kind of start using what you're eating as fuel, and start getting used to like, oh, okay, they're gonna feed me. A lot of people under eat, so just be aware of that. Don't stuff yourself just to get your macros in. Your body will get used to it. Trust the process. Go easy on yourself, but definitely don't stuff yourself. Or if you need to extend your eating window a little bit to get your macros in so that you're not stuffed, that's fine too. So I will post the links to our Element. We both use, another question we get is protein powder. We both use Fast Away protein powder. The grass-fed beef chocolate is our absolute favorite. It is delicious, all clean ingredients, it's dairy-free, gluten-free, and it is really, really good. So we highly recommend the Fast Away protein. So I'll put those links below. If you have any questions, again, please reach out. We are so excited for this journey with you guys, and we just look forward to this group really excelling and just feeling better and more confident, feeling good in your clothes, and we're just excited to have you. So I'm gonna hop off, and we will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.